Fantastic. Welcome, everybody. My name's Sergio, and this is my lovely fiancée, Rebecca. And we're definitely matching tonight, so that's great.
It was intentional.
It was intentional. Yeah, it was intentional. So, yeah, welcome. It's good to see so many new faces. It's fantastic. And look, we're going to go through something pretty remarkable. It's pretty much blowing our minds when we joined this 6 months ago. But I'd like you to kind of start how it all began, so these new people can sort of understand how this is how this started.
Okay, so yeah, 6 months ago I was in Melbourne, and somebody that I know quite well reached out and said to me that she had come across a product that was not like any other product, and I've been in the wellness industry for 30 years, so I've seen some good products and some bad products, and she said, this is something you're really, really going to want to hear about. It's German technology, it's patented, it's low cost, high impact, and it's helping people with things that have been very, very difficult through COVID times to help with. So I took notice, and I was not particularly interested in starting another business or, kind of I say a small time venture, but what I really was excited about was the possibility of opening a market. So I trialed this product, which is what we'll be hearing about tonight. And we have 2 formulas, but I tried this one first, and I took 10 drops a day in my coffee and noticed that I was immediately sleeping better, feeling, more alert in the morning, feeling far less pain in my body. And by about day 5 or 6, I noticed that my lungs, which are normally very, very constricted, so much so that I've been an asthmatic for 12 years, started to feel a lot easier, and that I was breathing without using my medication. So obviously for me, this was something I really took notice of, and I got very excited about very, very quickly. And I thought, and I said to Sergio, I said, if this is doing what I think it's helping people with, then we need to get behind this 100% and really bring it to market in New Zealand. And the last 6 months have been a fun ride, a big push. We've probably moved over $1 million wholesale worth of this product, this tiny little bottle in 6 months, which we're very proud of between our, us and our teams. And we are helping to change lives, bridging that gap every single day. So we've got a lot to be excited about, and we have literally, backed this entirely. We are very convicted about the product, the technology, and the science, which you'll hear all about. But more excitingly, you'll hear lots of personal stories tonight, and also about how you can get your hands on this product. So if you'd like to Sergio's going to take you through a bit of a short presentation.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm just going to share screen. And that one. And Jen, can you give me a thumbs up, please, that you see that screen? You do? Okay, cool. Thank you. All right. So welcome everybody again to Vita Wellness Global. I'm just going to minimize that. Awesome. First thing we do, we want to welcome you to something absolutely extraordinary, and Rebecca's pretty much giving you a small rundown of how we've come across this incredible opportunity that is literally disrupting the wellness industry. As usual, we need to run through a legal disclaimer. The product is not intended to cure or prevent or even diagnose any disease, please. So please refer to your medical professional if you are sort of curious about taking the product, especially if you are on any kind of medication. But generally, the science behind this is relatively safe, but please consult your doctor if you have any area of concern. Inflammation is the root cause of a myriad of health conditions, and I'm sure we can all, the list could go on for pages and pages, but we've got a small list there of types of conditions that are caused through inflammation. Just to name a few, respiratory or sort of anxiety, arthritis, and fatigue. So at any given state, we're in a state of any given time, we're in a state of inflammation and degeneration, or healing and regeneration. So what we want to look at here is what is curcumin, and I'm sure all, pretty much everybody here would have heard of curcumin, and it is the active ingredient in turmeric, which is curcuma longa. But what a lot of people don't realize, and I certainly didn't myself, and I've been in the sporting industry and business for a very, very long time. So we all know it as being quite a powerful anti-inflammatory antioxidant, and it does have anti-cancer properties. This is scientifically studied. So, and it does date back nearly 4,000 years. But this is what really blew my mind is, because a lot of people take products with curcumin in it, but unless the product has been what's called nanofied, which is this delivery system we'll show you in a minute, what the studies have shown is that pretty much you're only absorbing maximum anything between 5 to 8%. So, and the rest is pretty much excreted out through urine and so forth. So, a lot of these benefits that the science has shown is just not really taking effect until now. So the main consensus around this is that the poor bioavailability of curcumin and low solubility and low stability in some studies is shown, as even the word volatile was shown, which is quite amazing. And it's because curcumin is what's called a lipid ingredient, so it's oily, and obviously oil and water don't mix. So, and this is PubMed, which has over 21,500 studies that you can access. So please go to pubmed.com, type in the search bar there curcumin, and anything that you might want to find in relation to curcumin and its effects, say, on arthritis or headaches and so forth. Sorry, pubmed.gov. So what we want to share tonight is BioMS technology. So it is a delivery system that is disrupting the wellness industry. This is a very, very short video of what's called the micelle structure. So what it basically does for us is it gives the curcumin the ability to be able to enter the body and enter into the bloodstream within the matter of minutes. And obviously, with that, curcumin has been able to do what the clinical studies were showing that it had the potential to do. So it's basically a carrier system that we have in our hands. And just to give you an understanding, nanotechnology is basically an emulation of what nature already is. Because I know in my mind, when I first heard about it, I was like, oh, okay, well, is that kind of safe? We have a lot of studies to show that this product is safe and it is scientifically backed. But basically 30 nanometers is immensely small, very hard to comprehend. If you a single human hair is about 100 nanometers. So 30 nanometers is obviously very, very small. So this other quick video shows native curcumin extract on the left, or I'm not sure how you're seeing it, but basically the yellow one is that represents about anything between 5 to 10% absorption. And then the one on the right, our product with the delivery system gives us an excess of 90% absorption. Okay, and again, folks, we do have the science to back this, which is incredible. So we have partnered with an incredible German company, which is one of 6 companies to hold a patent for nanotechnology, and which is a pretty phenomenal thing. So with that, what it gives us is the ability to increase absorption dramatically. Obviously, we have 2 figures there, one for men, one for women. Women do absorb this a lot faster and with more potency than men do, up to 277 times more, which is outstanding. So what we want to look through here is the products. We have 2 well, actually we have 3 actually, but in terms of with the curcumin, we have one called the Nanofy, which helps support a healthy response to inflammation, and you'll hear some pretty amazing testimonials that will kind of back that up. And we also have one called the Curcumin Plus, which has the addition of ginger, vitamin C. So it gives a lot of extra immune support and intestinal support. And what you find is a lot of people have different effects on a different product, you know. So that's why it's great that we have both for people to be able to try. Thirdly, we have one called the Synbiofy, which is a combination of prebiotics and probiotics. So what the company wanted to do was look at a way to give the body, you know, a healthy response overall. So in the digestive system, 95% of serotonin is actually in the stomach. So what we wanted to look for was products that dealt with inflammation, and obviously one to help with intestinal support. You know, I call this product the unsung hero of our product suite. Now, it's from as little as 10 drops a day, so it's a very easy product to take. And I found, certainly even from my own experience, I wasn't having to take, and again, this is my own experience, I wasn't having to take a vast majority of other additional supplements. So I pretty much just put this either in my coffee or room temperature water in the morning or evening. So very, very, very simple. And if you really game, you can put it on your tongue, and that's pretty potent. Now, it is great for children and pets. It is GMO free, and as we said, it is a natural antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. So look, overall, and if you want to break this down into 4 key areas, and we discuss this quite often, is, you know, we all want better sleep, increased energy, reduced pain, and improved clarity. I certainly know from my own testimony I pretty much tick all 4 of those areas. I mean, my brain, what I call brain fog, and we all know what brain fog is cleared within the matter of a few days on this product. Sorry, guys, just Jen and Jess, can you just check somebody there and mute them, please, for us? Actually, I'm gonna unshare a minute, because this is my most favorite part of the evening. Is we're going to go into some live testimonies. We normally do have written ones, but live ones are far more potent and somewhat I don't know, I don't even want to call it, just outstanding to hear how people are actually getting their kind of lives back on this product. So where is she? Rondo, no, we said we're going to throw you in the deep end first time. So if you can unmute and just share with everybody your experience on the drops. Thank you.
Okay, well, I was lucky enough to come down with a really rotten bout of hay fever as well as shingles. So I was really not very well at all. I had shingles in my head and over my eye, and I don't know if you can see this. I'll just really I just want to pull up a picture. This is I don't know if you can, there.
Yeah, perfect.
Right, my eye was almost closed and just blisters everywhere. They came up on about the 9th of September. I started the drops on the 12th. Jude sent me down a bottle and suggested I dab them on the blisters, and took doses twice a day. And that was on the 12th. By the 14th, the blisters had all started to scab, which was really quite phenomenal, because I expected to have blisters for 7 to 10 days and then another 2 to 4 weeks of scabs healing. So by the 15th, the blisters had actually dried up enough that I had scabs. And within 2 weeks, you know, that's my forehead. And I found that I'd had prior to blisters coming out, I'd had a headache for 7 days and nothing was getting rid of it. And within 90 minutes of taking the first drops, their headache went away. It was then replaced with nerve pain. And I didn't think of, you know, taking extra drops for nerve pain. So I thought, look, I'll just dab some of the drops on. And I think I had a call with Jude, and she said, "How's the nerve pain?" And this was about 4 hours after I dabbed the drops. I thought, oh my God, I'd forgotten I had nerve pain because it just went away. So I kept the drops on overnight, washed it off the next day. A bit later on that day, nerve pain came back. So I dabbed them on again. And that was the end of my nerve pain. Just like this area here was really bad over my eyebrow. That's kind of numb at the moment, but there's no nerve pain, which is just phenomenal for a dose of shingles. And then on top of that, like I've had chemo brain because I had 2.5 years of chemotherapy and lost my memory. And I just feel like the fog is lifting now, and I'm actually retaining more information than I had previously done. I've got more energy. That was, I've had chronic fatigue since chemo, just so damn tired to the stage where I was tired of being tired all the time. And yes, I still get tired, but nowhere near as much. I'd also had 2 knee replacements, and on my right knee where the iliotibial band joins the knee was always catching, and walking down slopes was very, very painful, and I could have gone back to have surgery and let them nick that, and I thought, look, I really don't want to do that. So I was just talking to a friend a week or so ago, and she passed remark that she'd had knee replacements and the pain on the side. And I thought, hang on a minute, that pain's gone. And where I do my shopping, they've got the elevator that, you hook your trolleys on and walk, goes all the way down. And I never walk it because it always hurts. And about a week and a half ago, I went shopping and I thought, no, blow this, let me see what it's like. So I walked from the top all the way down to the bottom and not 1 ounce of pain and no tightening. And it's pretty damn good.
Thank you. That's amazing.
Pretty damn good.
This.
And after I was a massage therapist for a long time, never been able, for probably 5 years, my hands were like that. I can now make a full clench a fist, which that in itself I'm really, really happy with.
Wow.
So that's a beautiful example. Thanks, Rhonda, for sharing of why we are so passionate about these drops. When I had my result, I decided that I wanted to send this out to a lot of different people to see whether it was going to work for them too. Would their bodies respond to curcumin in a nanofied form that was bioavailable? This is the most important point. A lot of people don't realize that curcumin isn't really bioavailable until they try something like this, and then they see the difference. So,
I actually, there was a product, Rose Vital, I think it was, that advertised on TV and really promoted. So I spent $70 per container and bought 3 months supply. And this is prior to my knees being replaced. And for about a week, I felt a difference, and then nothing after that. And I'd even put my sister onto them, and I asked her just recently how, her body responded, and she said, I didn't respond at all, and she said, I just didn't want to upset you or make you feel terrible because you also put me onto them, didn't do a darn thing. So it's nice to have a product that actually works.
Yeah, and this is what we've got with this product is something. Our product is the technology. We paired the technology with curcumin, but what we've got is a product that solves one of the biggest problems in the supplement industry, which is poor absorption and poor bioavailability. So we're very excited about the technology that we might be able to pair that with other lipids in the future. Such as heart health and brain health. But at the moment, we're just happy with an anti-inflammatory that really, really works, knowing that inflammation is really the common denominator of most states of unwellness. So we've got, something that's really targeting inflammation. We know that curcumin does block inflammatory pathways. We know that it is a natural antioxidant, and we know it activates the liver and the digestive system. So we've got a whole bunch of things that happen when, when these drops are put into your body via the, just putting the drops on your tongue is phenomenal. Thanks for sharing that, Rhonda.
Could at least
Somebody
have
else-
one more.
Yeah,
At
if
least
somebody
have
else
one
would like to share a story that maybe we haven't heard. I know we've got lots here. Just seeing who we've got wanting to put their hand up. Anyone else? Maybe Denise, would you mind just quickly sharing, if you can, because Denise is my mum, and when I had such a, an incredible result with the product, she was the first person I called, apart from Sergio, and I said, I really think you need to try this. She suffered with osteoarthritis for a long time, and so she took her a while to get some product. But can you just maybe share a little bit about what you've experienced and a couple of the people around you and what's happened for them?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I developed osteoarthritis a few months previously, and I was really, really depressed about it because I just thought my hands are just going to get worse and worse. There'll be certain things I can't do, and I grabbed a tub of yogurt out of the fridge one day with my left hand. It went straight through, smashed it on the floor, made a big mess. And that really upset me because I thought, well, I can't even tell that I'm not gripping. So when Rebecca told me about these, I had a look at the little video on the technology, and I absolutely understood straight away what this could mean, particularly when it was saying targeting inflammation. And I realised that most of everyone I know that's got something or other wrong with them, it's probably due to inflammation. So I thought, well, yes, I'm certainly going to get my own wholesale pack and try these. And it took a month to get it. But in the meantime, because of some videos and testimonials that I'd seen, certainly Rebecca's testimonial, I just started telling everyone I knew about it, because my feeling was, if I don't tell them, they might never find out about this. And if it's as good as what I think it is, they're going to miss out. So I just kept thinking of people and telling them, sending them a message or a video or something like that, and just got started straight away doing that. So that when I finally got my product 4 weeks later, I got myself onto it, my husband onto it, and the pain went pretty quickly from my hands, which were throbbing every night when I got into bed, and also got my husband onto them, who was suffering from headaches ever since I've known him, years and years and years, headaches all the time. So his headaches started disappearing, and I'd ask him every day, have you had a headache today? And he'd say no, and that in itself was amazing. Then his circulation, his feet started improving, and his blood pressure went down. So they're 3 very important things in his life. The headache's gone, circulation improving, and his blood pressure going down. And it's one of the things I don't have to tell him to take. I usually have to remind him all the time, take this, drink more water. But he takes it religiously because he knows the effects. My nephew, who'd suffered from as typhoid, I think it was, like 30 years ago, and was struggling for years and years with natural products, natural type doctors, spent thousands of dollars, travelled everywhere to get rid of this. And I would say it was probably about 80% well after 30 years. Tried the drops 4 weeks with absolutely no results. And Rebecca kept calling him saying, how are you going this week? How are you going? Oh, no change, no change. And I think it was the 4th week, which had just about given up. And he said, yes, I want some, get me a whole lot for the clinic. He said, my brain fog has finally lifted. And I think that was the final thing in his battle with this horrible, horrible disease he'd had. So my sister's on the drops, my brother got good results, so friends and family. I mean, I just keep telling people when I meet them, even today, I think everyone should be on these drops.
Absolutely. And I just want to share that, some people do get really, really rapid results, like a lot of us here who have been on the drops for a while. Some people do take a number of weeks. And I want to just clear up what nanotechnology means in relation to this drop. So obviously after COVID, a lot of people are have heard about mRNA technology. And so nanotechnology is simply the body is a nano loving machine. Like the body actually can't absorb any nutrient into the cells unless it's nano sized. So in this case, what that means is our turmeric is organically grown, it's non-GMO, it's sourced in India, comes to Germany in the lab. The curcumin is extracted from the turmeric, and nanofied means it's simply reduced in size. So if you take your fingernail and you reduce that into 1 million pieces, that's 1 nanometer. So the curcumin metabolites are simply nanoscale. That's all that means, that they're reduced in size so that they can be absorbed into the cell. And then they're wrapped in a micelle, which is a natural, like an emulsifier, so that it gets through the blood and doesn't get absorbed or broken down until it gets to the cells. So there's nothing scary about the nanotech. I just wanted to clear that up because there was a question that came up in the chat there. So yeah, we can chat later about a few more testimonies as well.
Yeah.
But what we wanted to do is just get back to the presentation and just give you a little bit of an overview about the product, how much it costs, because obviously, we are in a pre-launch at the moment, just for another few weeks. We've worked really, really hard to be able to bring the product over to New Zealand and open the market. And if you're in Australia, then you'll be probably maybe a month or two after New Zealand's opening. So we're very excited to have had this type of hand in moving in our product, getting people having results that the company itself can justify coming and opening on our shores. So the product's been around for, a number of years, but just not on our side of the world. So we're pretty excited about this German technology. So I'm just going to share the screen and come back to, okay, so we've got some written testimonies here, but I won't go through those. All of this is available, and we're also doing a bit of a tour of New Zealand soon, so we can talk to you about that. You can hear a lot more in person or look at the resources. Of course, we've got some unbelievable before and after photos that people take. And just to say that you can use this product topically as well, as Rhonda referred to, on burns, bites, cuts, wounds, stings, as well as obviously taking it internally for inflammatory conditions. And some people have, chronic inflammation, and you might have acute inflammatory conditions as well, or responses. And what we love about this product is because it's natural, it's non-toxic, pets love it, and pets can't be tricked into thinking this is a placebo, because when you're having these sorts of results with pets, it's obviously not just about how pets getting their life back, but also saving a lot of money on vet bills. So we do have a private Facebook group with now about 25,000 people sharing their stories, sharing their testimonies, and often their before and after photos. So I'd really encourage you to have a look at this. Ask the person that invited you along to share this. It is a private group, and this product is a natural supplement. It's not a medicine. It's a natural supplement. So we don't make claims about the product. We know that the body is able to heal and repair and regenerate when it's given the right nutrients, but we certainly don't make any claims that this product is curing anything. However, the addition of this product to the diet is helping people regulate and see, the miracle that the body can produce on its own. So what I want to finish up this presentation chatting very, very briefly about is the opportunity that we've got, that we've been working so hard for the last 6 months, is a pre-launch opportunity. And it is the ability to, change people's lives, including your own, with the use of these drops, and have a real impact on others. And what we're talking about here is something that is, helping with not just inflammation, but also the state of affairs in our world. And as I mentioned, I wasn't really looking for anything new. However, when I saw the efficacy of this product, I knew that this was something I really wanted to get behind. And as a result, as I've mentioned, we've now helped thousands of people with their health, but also with their, with their finances as well. So we are offering you an invitation to help us expand in New Zealand, in Australia, we are actually open in the USA and Europe, but we are, at the moment, we're focusing on, our expansion here down under. And partnering with us and starting your own, affordable franchising model. There's no retirement age, no special qualifications. It's basically just, using the drops, loving the drops, and sharing the drops. So we have all of the support available for that. A little bit about the company and the owners. It's a privately owned company, so that should be, you know, something that we all take notice of. Shane and Laura, we are, you know, we're in contact now with, because we've helped so much with the New Zealand market. So Shane has been in the supplement industry for 20 years. And what his biggest pet peeve was that supplements were being sold that weren't bioavailable. And he felt that that was unethical, and he felt that that was something that he wanted to change. So he set about forming his own company with the technology, the German technology that creates bioavailability and you know, superior absorption in the body with lipids. So we've been operating in Mexico since 2016, only because that's where they lived. Shane and Laura lived there for a number of years, and they organically grew this product and business for about 4 years before taking it into the United States. And that was just because somebody shared it with a woman who we now know, and she's had a profound result with the product, and they got behind it, as we have done here in New Zealand. So we're opening up in Australia, New Zealand and Canada in pre-launch, but we are now opening, I think it's about 24 EU countries plus the UK, and expanding into Asia from here. Not right now. As soon as we're kind of set up and all of our systems are okay, we can take this product to the rest of the world. And that's what we're probably most excited about, is the amount of people's lives that we can touch with this incredible low cost product that's safe and good for everybody, including children and pets. So we are really at this point where, you know, we're about to hit a sort of a critical mass tipping point, but we still have a few years for that, because this is an emerging market, an emerging industry, which is the nanotech industry, and also the supplements. When you start to mix nanotechnology and supplements, that's not really been done before. We know that that's been done in medicine, but what's really exciting is that people can start to have these effective supplements that they're adding to their diet. And if they're choosing to go the natural route, then this is an option that really hasn't been available before. So we're so excited about the possibilities here to create a legacy, and to obviously have better health for you and everybody that you know that tries the drops. So pre-launch, as I mentioned, and this is just the beginning. So I'll take you quickly through the cost of the product, and then we'll come back and just maybe chat a little bit more about the possibilities and what we'll be doing when we tour around New Zealand, and where you can come and see us in person. So we've got the ability to purchase a wholesale kit. So at the moment, the only way you can get this product is to buy it retail from the person who invited you along tonight, or to purchase your own wholesale account and get a wholesale kit, which gives you 50% discount on all of the products. So when you're looking at the value of the product, at wholesale, these products are as low as $25 US a bottle, and that's a month's supply. So when you're getting a wholesale kit, you buy it in a personal pack, which gives you 9 bottles. This is for Australia, New Zealand, and Europe. And you've got a recommended retail value of 500 USD, and the cost of that is 349 USD. And that includes a business setup if you're interested also in being able to share these products with other people and earn some rewards on doing that. So the company puts aside 50% of the retail product price to give back to people who are sharing, and also 50% of the wholesale price also comes back to people who are distributing. So it's very lucrative if you want it to be, but you certainly don't have to participate in distribution. You can simply just buy as a wholesale or a retail customer. That's fine. So we've got another kit here which has got a bit more product in it. For New Zealand only, it's 18 bottles. We've got an Australian pack here which is 22 bottles, and then we have a combined European and Australian pack which is 48 bottles. So that's really what we call a business pro pack. If you've got a clinic, or if you're really wanting to move a lot of product or share with lots of friends and family, the idea is just think about how much you would like to, use yourself, and how many people you think could, really benefit from such a low cost, high impact product. So when we talk about getting a wholesale account, you do automatically, whether or not you choose to use it, get a website. where people can go on and order product. They can read about the product. They can shop for product in all of the countries that we're open. You do get that 100% retail profit as soon as you get a wholesale account. You get weekly bonuses and commissions if you are interested in, championing the product and sharing it with others. There's definitely no selling involved. It's just sharing and offering people the opportunity to try something that is brand new and that is a science-backed product, and that also has about 25,000 testimonies and growing every single day. So there's a lot of potential here, and we are just beginning. And as I said, when we go into Asia from Australia and New Zealand, this is where we think this is, this product is really going to be unbelievably popular. And, we need to be able to scale up our processes and systems to accommodate the Asian market as well. So we do have a success plan. I won't go through that tonight, but certainly you can chat to the person who invited you along. We have, as I said, we've moved probably close to $1 million or over $1 million now in wholesale product in 6 months, through the efforts of ourselves and the people that we've shared it with, through a network and through teams, and we love that. We love the ability to impact lives. And certainly there's commissions and bonuses available on the products that you help to share and get out into the community. So we do have lots of resources and support, so don't be worried about not knowing how to do this or what to do if you choose to to partner up with us. We've got a fantastic Facebook page which is open to the public, and with lots of incredible videos and doctors' videos. And one doctor in particular has 1,000 of his patients on this product. He's in the USA, and he sees changes in blood works and he shares those with us. So we get very excited about not just anecdotal reports of changes, but actually measurable results. We have a global hub for our distributors and our members, which is full of resources, support, training, and education. And we have the ability to keep track of everybody who joins us, who they're connected with, and we love being able to support our entire team, which is now growing into the hundreds, getting close to 1,000 now. And we've collated everything for you. We have a fantastic guide section which takes you through getting started, all your FAQs, what to do, how to do it, everything you would need to know about sharing this product, investigating the product, understanding the science if that's what you like, and sharing all of the resources with other people. We have every single Monday night, we have our Monday motivation, we have our live Q&A on Monday mornings, and then in the evenings at 6 p.m. Australian time and 8 p.m. New Zealand time, we have our regular weekly call. So just on finishing, we really would invite you to take a serious look at what we're offering here. Not just us, but the community in general, and that we have only a few weeks, as I said, of our pre-launch opportunity, which is the most exciting time to participate in this, because as soon as we open our doors in New Zealand, everybody will start knowing about this and be able to purchase as a customer. We'll be able to go out and share this with lots of customers, and the skies is the limit. So in a pre-launch, the opportunity is that you're kind of you're getting some education around the drops. You're establishing yourself before launch, and we are looking at having an official launch opening next year in June, a soft launch in February, and expecting that we should have warehouse and shipping available in probably about December. So everything's tracking beautifully. We've got the product registered in New Zealand. We've got the companies registered here as well. Australia will be the next step. And we just can't, tell you enough.
I know. Actually, look, before we get into if anyone's got any sort of verbal questions, we'll get into that in a second. But, one thing that, when I sort of looked at this and saw the potency of the product and what the product was doing for a number of people, as we said, get on Disruptive Wellness if you haven't already, and read through people's testimonies. It's phenomenal what the product can do. But in terms of the business side, when I looked at that, I was like, well, what are we going to get as support? And you can see the amount of resources that we have put together, but that's us saying that, right? I want to call out a couple of people that are actually already have been involved with us for a few months, and you can listen to them about the business side of it, because there's a great opportunity on both aspects of it. As we said, for your health and obviously through your wealth and finances. So, Judy, I know you're new, Judy, but you have I respect Judy. She's got a good history of business. And what's been your experience, just very short, because I know people's time is very valuable, about you joining with us, and kind of what your experience has been, how that's sort of helping you run this business.
Okay, I'm unmuted. Hi, everyone. Feel a little on the spot.
Yeah.
It's been, so for me, I come from a more traditional business world. This is very new, this style of business. And I went in with a very open mind. And the first thing that struck me was I was fortunate enough to participate in some trainings that Sergio and Rebecca gave. And I think the first thing that struck me was the level of heart-centered leadership that was coming through. It's like nothing I've ever experienced in the business world. And it was so refreshing. And so that was for me, I sort of came in and I thought, well, I'll give this a go without really knowing what it was going to look like, but being open to trying. And so then the first getting that sort of exposure was immediately quite confirming for me that this was something that I felt like I was in alignment with and that I can keep looking at. And then really, it's quite a complex structure and understanding it all. There is a lot in the guides. There's a lot to look at, and it can get overwhelming. And so for me, I just really focused on the fact that there's some extraordinary people that are in my team and that are around me, and the level of support that I was getting, again, just felt really just like nothing I've experienced before. And it really just feels like there's these clear footsteps in the sand of people that have walked before me. So instead of me trying to rush up and catch up with them, I'm literally just walking in their footsteps, but they're all really clear. So I just focus on the next step, and I try not to get too caught up in like how far ahead they are, just one step at a time. And I am still at the point where I just don't know where this is going to go. And it feels like I'm on some kind of roller coaster ride, but I'm here for that. So I don't mind and I'm learning so much as well. And it's a beautiful experience. So far it's just been so much fun, and I've really enjoyed it. So yeah, that's what it's been. Mm-hmm.
I just want to share really quickly, when we first took this on 6 months ago, and we had a conversation with corporate about what was the expectation. If we were going to throw everything at this, I needed to look at where the gaps were. And we made some incredible resources that, this has only been in English-speaking countries for 2 years. So everything was in Spanish. Things were converted from Spanish to English. Then a website was sort of started. But we really wanted to look at where the gaps were and how we could get this and really drive this product to market, because I did have such a great result and everybody I loved and cared about did. So I was completely convicted. And the company said to us, when you can move $100,000 worth of this product in a month, then we can look at starting to kind of put the loose infrastructure to bring it to New Zealand. And I said, how long do you think that might take based on previous experience? And they said, well, if Europe was anything to go by, about 12 months. So I said, okay. And we did that volume in 6 weeks. That's how committed, determined, and, I would say visionary we have been, and we put together the resources that help our team be able to share this product really simply. It's not a big thing to, pop something like this in the mail, post it out to somebody, get them to try it. People say, I love it. How do I get it? You say, do you want to pay retail or wholesale? And they'll say, well, how much is it retail and how much is it wholesale? That's really, really simple. It is the most simple product I've ever worked with in my life. And, the commissions for moving the product, as I said, 50% of the wholesale of the retail price, and then 50% of the wholesale commissions also. So this is the sort of product that you could do so much with. We could, we can open more markets with this product. We're just beginning. So I think the main thing is be convicted, try the product, have a great experience yourself, get people around you trying the product, learn from their experiences, and then get your business brain on. When we talk about this as a business, it's the most low-key casual type of business that we've also done. And it's about community. It's really heart-centered. We have a lot of it's a cultural possibility. That's what I love about it the most. And I think if you've been in a bricks and mortar business like I have, I know what overheads are like. I know what the investments are like. This is a very low cost investment. You're talking about hundreds of dollars to get started. You've got a bunch of product that you can start to share. There's really no risk because you've got great product at the end of the day. You're not losing anything, and it's about what are the possibilities for the future, and that's really what makes my heart sing is the possibilities.
Absolutely.
Yep.
What we really do want to share for Australia and New Zealand is what Rebecca and I are going to venture on to help support the team members with training and so forth. So we're just going to share this, and you can go through it, sweet. This is what's coming soon.
So we, while we're still probably looking at December, as I said, to be open officially. So we still want to give people the opportunity to get in a pre-launch. Sort of this is the ground floor position and timing. And so we will be doing a tour of both New Zealand and Australia. So over the next 2 weeks, we'll be in New Zealand, and we'll have dates coming up probably from tomorrow and venues and locations. And this is an opportunity to come along, to meet us in person, to hear an opportunity presentation. We'll be doing some trainings and maybe some exclusive group coachings for people that are really keen to know more about this. And why this might be attractive to you if you are looking for something is this is the opportunity. And I said this to a group the other day. In what universe could you, in about 3 to 4 months, set yourself up for retirement with the opportunity to travel with a product that was profoundly impacting people's lives, and the opportunity to also open new markets, meet a whole bunch of brand new, like-minded community, and be positioned with a 4 to 5 to 6 figure a month US income in, 5, 6, 10 months, 12 months, whatever you like. I mean, you can do this as fast as you like, or you can take your time. But I really encourage you to come and, when we get our dates and locations up, come and meet us in person, bring some people along to hear it for themselves. We'll be in the South Island, we'll be in the North Island, we'll be doing lots of different things are coming up. And then also in November, we'll be in Australia. So we'll be in Queensland, Sydney, Melbourne, and where else? The Byron Shire as well. So we're happy to move and come to where our teams are and where our teams are most excited and need the support and are happy to gather people around. So we just wanted to share that quickly.
Yeah, awesome. Now, anyone want any verbal? I know there's been a few in the chat, and they've been pretty well answered by the team. But is anyone that wants to unmute and ask a question? We're more than happy to answer it.
And if not, looks
If
like
not,
we've covered
you
it
guys
all.
So I don't want to unmute to ask a question, but I do want to unmute to just give a little bit of a prompt about where we are open besides being in pre-launch here and in Australia. I just wanted to, check and see if you guys could elaborate a little bit about how that works in a country that's open and how it's working in pre-launch and where we're looking to next.
Yeah, sure. So the company started off in Mexico, and then it was in Colombia and Dominican Republic before opening in the United States, and it's been open there for about 2 years, and we've just opened in Europe, and about 26 countries altogether. I think it's 23 or 24 EU countries, and then a couple of non-EU countries. So what the difference is that that means that the product is there's local warehouse and shipping in an open country, which means that when a member has an account and a website link, they can give that link to anybody in that country, and that person can go on a website and order product and get it shipped to them in 2 to 3 days, either as a customer or as a wholesale account holder, which means that the distributor with the link automatically receives commissions into their back office e-wallet based on product purchases, which is very, very exciting when you think about customers, because at this stage, when I say we've moved between us and our team, our larger team, $1 million worth of wholesale product, that is not to gloat. That is just to let you know there is a market for this product. People are finding huge value with this product. It is so unique. It is such a disruptor. It's a breakthrough technology. And we have moved $1 million worth of wholesale product to wholesale members who want to join us and purchase a pack, purchase an upfront kit. We're not talking about customers. So when we open in New Zealand and Australia, we will have that ability to go out and share this with customers. So in a pre-launch market, which is where we are here, it's all about wholesaling and wholesale members, and maybe selling to a couple of customers for cash or out of my own stock, but I need to have the stock to be able to retail it. However, when we're open, Bitify will take care of all of the shipping direct within a couple of days to their customer base, and we just go out and share and share and share and reap the rewards of doing that. So that's the main difference, is the setup logistically with warehouse and distribution in the open country. But a company like ours can't just go into any market, any country, and set up shop and hope people buy, because this is a relationship marketing business. It's based on people who will know, like, and trust you, trust your judgment, hear your testimony, understand that they can receive support. They're not left to wonder what this product is on a shelf amongst 100 other products. We're actually really educating and sharing the experience of this product, which means that that's why the company's chosen this model, because the owner's actually very passionate about this type of marketing. You can call it network marketing, a multi-level marketing, relationship marketing, social marketing. We just call it sharing, but it comes in various forms. And that is because it is heart-centered. It's about integrity. People must be behind this. They must be accessible, and they must be convicted about this and prepared to support people who are trying the product, going on the journey, and who want to build a business. And we love it because for us, it fits with our ethos of values as well.
What have we got here? Vicky.
Vicky.
Oh, actually, sorry. Let's just deal. Wayne had his hand up for a while. Wayne, how can we help?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, mate. How are you?
Hi. Hello to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Hi. I know there is evolution and there is creation, and everybody's different. I've watched many movies. I know what this is all about. Nanotechnology is microscopic robots, correct?
No. Well, no, not if you listen to what I said earlier. This is just about reducing the particle size of a nutrient so that it's absorbed cellularly. Yeah. Nothing to do with robots.
But it can lead to that later on, possibly?
Absolutely not.
I don't
Okay,
know.
well, that changes the definition of it. Okay. All right, no, sorry. All right, I just needed to answer that. I just need to have that question answered. Thank you.
No problem at all. No
You're
problem at all. I think it was Vicky had her hand up, and then we'll go to Bernadette.
You just mentioned that your team have done this and that. Are there other teams launching this in New Zealand at the same time?
Well, so there are a couple of other people who aren't part of our team that have come from Australia that might have been, had contacts there, but we're predominantly the large team. Yeah. So this was us pioneering, and there might be a few trickling in here and there, but predominantly it's us. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Thanks.
Bernadette, where is she? Where is she? Oh, there. Yep. Hi.
Hi everyone. Hi. Thanks for inviting me to the Zoom, Louise. So this is my first Zoom and I really liked the testimonials. Thank you. I wanted to ask, so if this team, the people on this Zoom is from New Zealand and I'm from Australia, do I still form part of your team? I don't really know how the whole team structure works, but do we then fall in your team? And are you there for our leaders?
Sure.
Yeah,
If you want us to be.
Yeah, look, absolutely. I mean, I'm sure wherever Louise is, she can testify. I mean, she's in Sydney, we're in Auckland. There's people here from Cairns and all over Australia, Byron Bay in Australia.
We've got people in
Okay.
the United States, in the UK, in Europe now, and just to let you know, because we did so much so quickly in such a big way
Yep.
here in New Zealand and Australia, because I'm actually an Australian, but I live here.
Mhm.
We've been recognised as Australasian Global Founders for Vitify, and we liaise with corporate now, and we're helping them with regulatory things, advice on how to bring the product in and things like that. So we have a really incredible story around our success with the product. We were the fastest growing team Vitify's ever had. We broke a record getting to the level of what we call diamond. It's a rank. It denotes a certain type of income, but we did that in 80 days. If you
that's great.
companies, they might say, expect a couple of years, 4 years maybe to get something like that. So we smashed that record because we're so passionate, so excited, and we can see such a future with this product. So yes, if you join our team, it's international. We have people everywhere, and we'll support you all the same.
Yeah, and all the resources. That Bernadette on the Global Hub are accessible for people in our team. And just to let you into a secret, we get people trying to get into that all of the time that are not part of our team. And look, I'd love to be able to help everybody around the world, but our time, effort, and energy is invested in the people within this organization.
It's not like you can choose a team. It's basically whoever's referred you. However you're introduced to the opportunity, that's the team. That's where you.
Okay. And someone mentioned that they got their products in 4 weeks. Is that the normal delivery time to Australia? 4 weeks?
Yeah.
At the moment, yes. Yeah. Normally, it's probably.
Well, it was so we'll give you a good answer for that, right? And initially, when we started, it was about 2. And of course,
2 weeks.
You just heard about what happened as the company. Any business when they structure something, it's a supply and demand thing. Yeah. So if Europe took 12 months to do $100,000 in turnover, they're not going to think New Zealand and Australia are going to do that in the matter of 6 weeks, right? So it's very hard to project stock quantity for that, because you're never going to oversupply yourself. And then what happened was that, New Zealanders and Australians, they just loved the product, and it was helping a lot of people, and it really kind of took the company by surprise, which has led to obviously a few issues with stock. So supply, right? When demand far exceeds supply, you're going to have
So you mentioned about maybe possibly opening a store or a warehouse in New Zealand.
Yes. So we've helped. We've helped the
company. So that will reduce the delivery time.
Correct. We've helped the company with that regulatory, with over here in New Zealand, things like NPI and so forth. Excuse me, and product registration.
So at the moment, when you join as a wholesale account holder in Australia and New Zealand, we're getting our stock and we're getting our product from the United States, and it gets shipped over, and then we have to pay quite a hefty international shipping fee. So as soon as we've got our own stock here, Australia will get the shipments from New Zealand at first, which will drastically reduce cost and time as well. So, and then Australia will have their own logistics there. So we're working.
Okay, so is shipping based on the weight, or is it a fixed rate at the moment for shipping?
It's a fixed rate from the company to us at the moment as an international shipment fee, but it will be probably, I don't think it'll be a standard fee anyway. If you want to ship product to someone else in another country, for instance, it'd be obviously based on weight. But the way the company's
Yeah,
doing
of course.
it at the moment
Yep.
is it's a set fee. Yeah.
Okay. And when you said you asked, sorry guys, when you ask, you know, do you want to buy wholesale or retail? Obviously, a lot of people say wholesale, but if someone said retail, does that just mean they don't get a website and they can just order through your own website?
Once we're open.
And
yes. Once
and when you buy the wholesale, does that mean you have to do the business?
No,
Or
which is so
no, it
exciting.
just
So let me just to
oh, that's good.
clarify that
Okay.
first. Let's just say Nanofire, which is the flagship product.
Mhm.
So it's curcumin and vitamin D3. Let's just say somebody wants to buy that retail. They go on your website. They pay $50 US retail for that one. If they signed up their own wholesale account, they would get the product at half price.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
right.
you can go into your back office and order any amount of stock.
Mhm.
If you have say if you're a physiotherapist, for instance, and you don't want to be a distributor, but you'd like to be a wholesaler, so you can purchase at wholesale, sell to your clients at retail. It's a fantastic option. There's no requirement to have a monthly order,
Oh,
to
great.
sponsor anybody,
Okay.
to enroll anybody. There's nothing. So you can actually choose various ways to work with the product, which is something I love probably the most. It's very
Okay.
it's very flexible, and everybody can come in where they fit in.
And is there anybody with a health condition that is not recommended to take the products? Do you know?
Well, I mean,
It-
well, the only real contraindications, and you know, we're not doctors and that, so please
Understand, yes.
remember regarding the disclaimer, but
Mhm.
because curcumin is a natural blood thinner. But before I go into that, because of the technology and the way that the product is made, it uses
Yep.
very little amount of curcumin. But because of the nanotechnology, it's with much greater effect, right? Like, and I'll give you an example. My mother has been on blood thinners for 30 plus years. And that's generally the only contraindication, because curcumin is a natural blood thinner, and it is recommended to just make sure you check with your doctor when you're starting to take the product, that is not kind of, you know, interfering with any kind of other blood thinners. But I mean, just from my mother's example, she's been able to lower her INR numbers with blood thinners being on this product. So
and normally you would take, if you were taking curcumin in another form, like native powdered curcumin, you'd probably be taking upwards of 500 milligrams, 1,000, 1,500. There's actually only 33 milligrams of curcumin in a 10-drop dose, because it's so effective. It gets straight into the bloodstream, straight to the cells. It doesn't go through the gut. It doesn't have to be broken down and digested, and then, you know, 10% of it absorbed through the gut lining, and then the rest.
Yeah.
So
I guess it's because it's fluid, it's liquid. It'll get you at a cellular level, which is why it's a lot more better than taking a tablet or a pill. So yeah, that's right.
There's, you know, we've got doctors that say there's no issue, because it's a relatively small amount of curcumin compared to what you would normally take. That would be a blood thinner contraindication. Does that make sense? So.
Right. Yes, it does. Right. And I promise, this is my last question. I promise. When is there like a website or a resource where we can go and click on? I think you mentioned it, because I'm working while I was listening, and I said to Louise, I can't jump on, but I will be listening. But I had all these questions coming into my head when you were presenting, so I thought, oh, here I am. But I was just wondering, is there like a resource or a website that we can go in and write down, you know, a health issue, for example, psoriasis, and then it populates all the, you know, information or the testimonials of people who's had psoriasis, for example?
Yeah.
I'll just.
Or
well, before, actually, maybe at the end, we'll show you this. We'll show you how that works. Okay, but we'll definitely show you how it works. So stay with us.
Oh, you do have one.
But I just want Marie to. She's got a question. She's been waiting for a little bit.
Oh no, that was my last. That was my last one. So thank you.
I will come back to you.
Thank you.
We'll come back to you though.
Yep. No worries. Thank you.
No worries. Thanks, Bernadette. Hi, Marie.
Oh, kia ora, Sergio and Rebecca. Thanks for allowing me in. My husband and I joined a couple of days ago, and
welcome.
Well, thank you. And so I haven't been on. I just clicked on about 10 minutes ago, but we're in Coromandel, so we may be hosting you in a week or two in Tairoa and Pauanui. So we'll see what your dates are. But my question is the elevator sales sentence when I'm introducing the product. What would you say to sell it to me? Like, give me an example of what I say.
So have you heard of turmeric?
Music clubs, including a German
You
tourist.
probably say yes. And I say, well, we've got a bioavailable curcumin, which is 18,000% more bioavailable than anything else on the market, and we're bringing it into New Zealand. That could be one option, you know, simple.
I'm just writing it down. I think I need to keep
Hey,
it
Marie,
in my
just
memory.
because you're very new, and that's great, is in our Vita Wellness Global Hub guide section, there's some really good stuff on getting started, and there's some resources in relation to you know, how to start to sort of communicate
Developing
out there,
pitch.
developing kind of your pitch and so forth. What most people will tend to do that is so wonderful is their testimony, you know, their own story about using the product. And obviously, I don't know what your experience is at the moment. If some people are feeling like they don't have quick experience like some people do, they'll utilize the Disruptive Wellness page, a Facebook page, which has, as Rebecca said, 25,000 people that have shared their story as a private group. So please utilize that to help. But just please jump on the guide section of the Global Hub, and that'll answer a lot of your questions. And what we want to try to do, establish everyone as a duplicatable system, which Jess said before, so that you can feel like when you've got somebody that comes into your team, you don't have to know everything. You can, Rebecca's going to show you here, hang on a second, so that you can kind of understand that this business we've done kind of the hard yards for everybody. Okay, so that's my one. So just
that's fine. Yeah, I'll just share the screen first.
Okay.
So
I'm
just
going to
really
share the
quickly,
screen. Okay.
Thanks.
So what we do have is oops. Right, I'll just click out of that one. So what we do have here is Disruptive Wellness, which is our 23,500 testimonies. So what this is everybody's story. It's a private group, so everybody just shares from the heart what they've experienced. Now, if you use this search function here, you can type in, say, asthma, for instance. Now, what will come up is probably my testimony first, because I've had so many, such great engagement with this. So this is just, you know, an image I took of all the bottles that I posted out to people that I loved and cared about to see whether they also got these profound results. If I typed in, for instance, diabetes, now, of course, you know, in public, we don't talk about claims, but people are sharing their stories. This is blood marker changes here in diabetes. So can you all see this screen? Hopefully you can. Diabetic wounds, healing, you know, this is this is 2 months. So, you know, you'll get incredible before and after photos, and lots of, you can really use this search function. Can you all see that properly? Yep, no, can't hear anybody. Are you guys able to see that screen? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. And just the other one that we've got, I'll share, is the hub. So we keep talking about the hub, but this is our global hub, which is for our members and distributors. And we showed you a little bit of this in the presentation, but it's resources and training. And we've got the guide section here. If you go into the guide section as well, you can use the search function. But here is everything about how to get started. And if you want to, say, develop a pitch, for instance, you just click on this guide here and it'll tell you, here are all the things that you could say in your pitch. These are tried and tested. And just for another example, you know, we've got a whole guide on testimonials that we're starting to gather ourselves from our team. So these are people in our team who are starting to share remarkable changes. And, you know, just to quickly run through that, because we're just so proud of what's happening and we just love it so much. Like once you it's hard when we're not really supposed to share too much about what the product does, because really the body is what's doing the miracle. But once you get into these private kind of groups and you start to really see for yourself, you can't not be excited for sure.
Did that help, Marie?
Yeah, amazing. Thanks. I'll have a look at those.
Brilliant. So that's a great questions and great example for all those new people to see just kind of how the system kind of works, and you can realize that it's actually pretty simple, right? You've got a lot of support and help. Vicky.
Yeah, thanks for all of that.
Thank you. You got to unmute, Vicky. Sorry.
Just a couple of quick questions. You said you got to Diamond in 80 days or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm presuming that you've already got existing multi-level marketing businesses in place already, or you don't.
I have in the past. I've done a couple in the past, but I've never had that sort of success. And my mum, who's here, she just got Diamond in September, and she's had some success in the past as well, but not like this. We're talking about 80 days to get to, the beginning of the top ranks in the company, which is just the journey to Diamond is about 30,000 New Zealand dollars just to go up through the ranks to hit that, just the bonuses. And then the income itself is, a percentage of the turnover of the volume. It's group volume based. So there's a couple of really good things about the comp plan, I think, that make it very, very lucrative, very fair, and it's all team based. So it's great. Like, we love supporting our teams to that. You can't actually reach those ranks unless you're supporting your teams in earning income as well. But we have some fantastic things about the plan that make it just, I'd say, the perfect storm, the perfect product, the perfect plan. So yeah, we did it in 80 days, and we are running a program at the moment to help people achieve that level in 120 days. If it's 4 months, if it's 6 months, if it took you 12 months, whatever it is. But I've never seen something this this simple, this potent and duplicatable in my life. So I think this is a big part of why we've had such success so quickly.
And the other question was just, if you sign up for wholesale, I think you said it, but I just wanted to check, there's no minimum order required over the year or anything like that. You can just purchase once. So a person might just purchase it, try it, and then not use it ever again or something like that.
Yeah. So there's no requirement for
ongoing
monthly orders. If you are generating income and participating in the commissions and the bonuses, yes, then there's 100 PV minimum requirement, but that can be procured through customers as well. So it's and you're never hassling other people to put in an order or anything like that. So but I'd love to chat to you about the comp plan. We have a comp plan video that we do, and we can always meet anybody that's here that's interested in learning more about the business in depth. Of course, just we can organize a small group meeting as well.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Margaret.
Yeah, hi. I just want to good to see you. I hope you had a good weekend away. Now, just replying to Rebecca, I would just like to say to her that Denise is my upline, and she's in the Tablelands in Australia. I'm in Auckland, New Zealand. I have two sisters. One's in Tamahiri and the other one is in Australia. I have other people in my line that are in Australia, some are in New Zealand. So it's, and as time goes on, I hope to have people in England as well, so or Europe. So it's very, very doable. And I have to say, I've been in 11 different MLMs, all excellent ones, but never had any success. I really liked the products and I used the products, but from the moment I started with Vidify, I got support. I got a website, and I had tremendous support to be able to advance. And I am just so amazed. I have never ever expected to be able to do what I'm doing now, and sharing the product It's just so right in the heart when you see people of all different kinds of things getting well, getting rid of pain that they've had for years. It just makes such a difference. So I just wanted to encourage everybody that's on the call, don't hesitate to share with people. There will be some people who'll go like I did, thank you, and grab 48 bottles to start with. There'll be other people who go, oh, I've just got to try the product. I don't know if it'll work, even though we've got thousands of people that have had success. And then there's other people who go, oh, it's a pyramid scheme. Oh, no, you have to sell stuff. You don't have to sell this stuff. You tell people it's turmeric-based curcumin, and they go, thank you, I'll have it, if they've got any brains. So that's all I'd like to say. Thank you so much.
It's amazing. Elizabeth Eleanor just wrote, I have a lady in my team that's the same, 40 years in this kind of industry and is getting success for the first time. Wow.
And there are, there are a couple of reasons. The product's amazing, the comp plan is incredible, and the systems and resources that we've put together for duplication and scalability are second to none. So that's a pretty potent combo.
Yeah.
Marie, I've helped over 100 people to find peace and to find pain-free medication. Oh, sorry, I'm not supposed to say that word. But you know what I mean. Thank you.
Thank you. Marie, did you have another question before we wrap it up? Because I know everybody's given us a lot of their time tonight. No? Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. Your hand was still up. Okay, cool.
Just check the other screen as well. Interested in comp plan, small group, please. Marie, Robert, Holton. Yep. 100%. Love it. I'm very passionate about the business side, the comp plan, and how to strategize and structure and help your family, because we've got 4 generations in this business. My mum, as I said, it's us, and my, our kids are in it, even my little grandbabies. My mum has just hit diamond in September, which means that between her and her team, she's moved over $100,000 worth of wholesale product, in a pre-launch. When we have customers, you can expect that would double, triple, because customers are happy to buy this product if they know about it. But right now, hardly anybody knows about it. So we're excited about the opportunity next year when we're established to move into some Asian markets, maybe Indonesia, Singapore, Philippines, without naming names. But it's the sky's the limit, and we've got a science-backed product that is really low cost, high impact. I mean, what more could you want?
Debbie. Sorry.
Yeah, hi. I'm sorry, I just jumped on. I missed the time zone. I'm in Brisbane, and I saw
sorry,
6 o'clock. I missed the time zone. Is there a recording of this?
Yeah, this has been recorded, by the way. Yeah. So
and it goes on to the which site?
Yeah, it'll go onto the hub.
Yeah,
but
the hub. Okay.
Who's Tim? Who are you with? Just so we know.
Oh gosh, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. She is waving.
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth give Elizabeth the YouTube link as well. So as soon as this is over, I'll upload it to YouTube. So we usually record most, not all, but most of these Monday night sessions. So if you've missed it, or you had people you were hoping could come and join, you can just send them the replay and invite them next Monday. So
amazing.
Oh, good. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thanks.
Great. Thank you.
Guys, thank you so much for joining, and I hope you've enjoyed some of that, if not all of it. And we're here every single Monday night, and we might, while we're doing our tour, we might miss a couple. I'm not sure. We have to figure out. Might have some replacements doing it. I don't know.
Well, we'll see.
But if you can meet up with us in person, we would love to, spend some time with you, get to know you, and bring some product. Hopefully, if we've got stock. And just share the love, share the vision, and the possibilities. So thanks all.
Thank you,
so
everybody,
much.
so much.
Okay. Good night.
Thank you very much.
Great week.